Hey guys, it is Tanya, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm back with a speed build on a Friday. I was actually planning on doing a create a sim or a room build, and I sat down to go ahead and do a room build, and I built a house. So that's why there's a speed build today. There's another one tomorrow, so lots of builds on the channel this week. I've just been in a building mood lately, and so that's what I've been doing. And since a couple of weeks ago, I had sat down and had that vision of building a red house, and then I didn't do it. I decided to sit down and build a red house and actually make it a red house. So that's what we're doing here today. This is the Rose Cottage, kind of like basic name for it, but it's really cute. It ends up being very small. It has one bedroom and one bathroom, but it has a big pool in the backyard, so your single sim could live here, or a couple sim, I guess a sim and their significant other, or husband or wife or whomever. But it's a great place to throw a party in the backyard. There ends up being a really big pool. It's really nice, and the lot has room where you could expand. If you wanted to, you could expand upward or to the sides. So there's definitely some flexibility with this build, and it's red. I finally made a red build. I played around a lot with different patterns to put up on the top of this roof because I wanted it to not be entirely red. I wanted it to be a little bit different, and in the end, I believe we go with some stone pattern that I bring into the house as well for a lot of feature walls, and I think it looks really nice. I'm very happy. I went all out with landscaping on this too, and I tried to use some windows I don't typically use. I do use that big shuttered one in the front, but all the other windows in the house are these little ones that I used up top there that are just really cute and I've never used. And that top floor is not functional. There's no staircase up there. It's just to have like a cute little dormer. But of course you could go ahead and edit this house to have a second story pretty easily. I think it would work fine as this two-story house. The hardest part would probably be figuring out where to put the stairs because it is such a small home. But we're going inside to try and figure out the layout. That's where the bedroom ends up being. And for the longest time, I'm like, okay, bedroom, living room, kitchen, dining, perfect. And then I think I work outside for a long time, and last minute I'm like, oh my god, I did not plan for a bathroom. So we have to squeeze that in. It's a little awkwardly placed, but I think it worked out pretty well. In the end, I'm very happy with this with how this house turned out, and I'm very happy that I finally got to go ahead and make a red house, because I felt really awful when I was like, I'm gonna make a red house, and then it very much did not make a red house. I mean, wasn't it blue? No, it was like gray. The outside of it was gray. Here's the bathroom, me trying to figure out like how to fit it in here between the living room and the bathroom, or the living room and the bedroom. I ended up doing this. I did because 5 tiles is the smallest you can make a bathroom to have a sink, toilet, and stand-up shower. And I also went into this planning to make it a starter home, which I did not do in the end because I really wanted to, since it was finally the red house that I've always wanted to build, I wanted to fully decorate it and not be limited by how much I wanted to spend on it. So I'm trying right here to do a starter home, but none of this stuff is going to stay and it gets fully furnished. But I am totally willing to do a starter home build sometime soon if you guys would like that. I've done a couple of base game builds because that's been requested. I haven't gotten any starter home requests, but if you guys are interested in that, please let me know, and I'm totally down to do that, or some more base game builds. I'm very open to bring that to the channel because it's actually really fun. It's more challenging than I thought it would be, so I really like it. Here we are being like, okay, this is not going to be base game. Never mind. I changed my mind. Not base game. Not going to be a starter home. I changed my mind. Let's figure this out. And we changed the colors in the bathroom a bunch of times. I think the final color on that back wall, which we come back to later, is a green. And we end up putting a plant on the back of the toilet because I thought it looked nice. A little painting. And, you know, put some soap on the sink. That's kind of important to have. But it's a very basic bathroom. White and ends up being green. But, you know, very simple. Kitchen in here ends up having the parenthood counters because I felt like it went really well with this house. We changed the color after we placed and figure out the whole kitchen. I'm like, nah, I'm not feeling this color. So we fixed them. But I love the parenthood counters. I do use them a lot, but I've been trying to get away from it a little bit, and I feel like I have, so I decided to use them again today because they're beautiful. And I don't know, when I just think of a little cottage, I thought they worked really well. And yeah, I would love to actually at some point add a second bedroom onto this house because I think it would look really nice. You could, of course, like if you had a baby, the baby's cradle could probably fit in the bedroom. until you moved out. You'd probably need to move out once you had a toddler. It'd be pretty tight. You might be able to stick a toddler bed somewhere in here, but you absolutely would need to move out by the time that they were a kid. Probably while they're still a toddler, though. But it's definitely functional for a single sim or a couple, or two sims that are okay with co-inhabiting the same bed. As long as they're okay with that, this house will work for them. But only really two people. I guess somebody could sleep on the couch, but that wouldn't be very comfortable. We end up having a small island coming off the kitchen. It's a very small kitchen, but I think it should be fully functional. That trash can you might not be able to use, so you might have to move that. Just adding some decor items in the kitchen. I like these colors a lot better for this kitchen. I think they look so cute. But what are we adding now? Oh, some spices for all your cooking. Perfect. And one of those range hoods. Is that what it's called? A range hood? I think so. There's that stone wallpaper that I put throughout the build as like little accents from the outside. I thought it looked really nice. We end up adding like a little plate hutch over here and a plant next to it. And we have a lot of plants in this house because I have a plant problem. I love plants. But anyway, as usual in my speed builds, I'm just going to talk about something that's on my mind. So, last weekend, I was at work, and as you guys probably know, because if you've been here for a while, I'm a graphic designer, and I work for, like, a television company, and they didn't give us any warning last weekend that I was going to be on TV. They just walked in and were like, you're going to be on TV, I hope that's okay. And then like 5 seconds later I was on TV and I was like, oh, I didn't even get a chance to like acknowledge this, and I didn't really want to be on TV, but I guess it's sort of part of my job because I work close by where they film for the network that I work for. And so that's kind of nerve-wracking sometimes. And I don't know. Would you guys freak out if you were just sitting like kind of like sloppy-haired at a desk working on some graphic, like designing in Photoshop, and all of a sudden somebody came by and was like, you're going to be on TV in a minute, I hope that's okay, and it doesn't give you a chance to like say yes or no? I don't think I really had an option anyway. But like it was just a little uncomfortable. But you know, I guess that's not the first time I've been on TV though, but I don't know. It wasn't like I wanted to be. The only other time I've been on TV, twice as a kid. One time I was on a magic show, and then they like showed the audience, and it was my face. And another time, as a child, I was in a mini golf commercial. We had to pretend it was this kid's birthday party and throw a birthday party at this mini golf course. Yeah, so I was in a commercial as a kid. Yeah. Weird. I don't know why we're talking about TV. I just guess I wanted to rant about being on TV and see if anyone had any strong opinions one way or another about that. It's kind of stressful. But anyway, back to this little cottage. It's so cute. The living room is very small. We have a TV in this corner. And everything is very beige and neutrals in this house for the most part. The bedroom ends up being kind of fun. Did we already do the bedroom? I don't think we did. I think we did the living room first, unless I already did the bedroom. You guys would know because you're watching this. But I was messing around with curtains in here. I couldn't decide what I wanted. I don't remember what we ended up. Did we just put that? No, we put long curtains. Okay, yeah, those. And we put shorter versions on these. I'm figuring it out. I'm putting a little end table between the two couches to put like a plant on and some paintings around. I try and fill up the walls as much as possible because when I have smaller builds, I like them to be like really detailed and put as much into them as I can. And like I said, I was very, very excited to finally have a red house. I don't know why I've never built a red house before. I guess it's not my go-to color, and I almost never see red houses in real life. I feel like all the houses I see are like blue, white, or green, and like a really dark like moss green. So I guess that's might be why I never build red houses, because I don't see them that often. But now that I'm thinking about it, I guess I do kind of see them. I don't know, but I've never built a red house. Like in the history of me playing The Sims, I don't think I've ever built a red house. So this was exciting for me. I know it's like a really simple thing, like okay, you use the red color swatch, big deal. To me, it's a big deal. I love The Sims. But anyway, I think the outside of this cottage came out really, really cute. Did we already do the bedroom? Did I skip? Yeah, we did do the bedroom. What am I doing? It's cute. I like how it came out. It has blue in it, which is like kind of a thing I do a little too often. But I think when it's necessary to use blue, it's okay. Like, I think sometimes it's just like I had to. It looks better that way, and so that's what I do. I tried to go a little bit all out with landscaping. I've been trying to work on my landscaping lately. I tend to do the same thing, and I kind of did the same thing here, but I tried to add a little bit more here and there to really flesh it out a little bit. And like I said, there ends up being a really big pool in the backyard, which is a little crazy for a small place like this, but you could always get rid of that if you decide to download this house. I don't think I already mentioned it. It is available right now on the Sims 4 gallery. If you'd like to download it, you can search Griffy or the hashtag MsGryphi. That information will also be in the description down below, because I upload all the houses I build during my gameplay and my speed builds throughout the week, and also I do live streams every weekend, and all of that stuff gets uploaded as well. And so you should follow me on the gallery so you can go ahead and download all that stuff. I could not decide what color this fence was supposed to be. I ended up keeping it white in the end, but I had to switch it a couple times, as you saw there. Adding some more bushes around the back of the place. I really was loving the greenery today. And then trying to figure out where a pool is going to go. Ends up being a pretty spacious pool. It's like a weird sort of L shape. That's not the final shape of it. And there's like a secondary fence inside the fence, so that like you have to go through a gate to get into the pool area, like to kind of keep it safe for toddlers. Not that it wouldn't be safe because it's The Sims, but I don't know. I wanted it to be kind of realistic. There ends up being a couple of pool chairs to sit down in, like some recliner type delios, which are just made by using these chairs with ottomans attached to them. A lot of people do that, and we added an umbrella over here for when this tree is not giving us enough shade. You have the umbrella, and yeah, it's pretty simple. Going around and adding a couple more details. I wanted to have a grill. These planter boxes, we end up putting some flowers in there, adding some more dirt around the place, because I feel like that just makes everything look more realistic. I think it's helpful for most builds. And I wanted to add this wind chime. It didn't come in a color that worked super well, but I thought that was the one that worked the best. We also add a bird feeder out here and add some more greenery around it. I think it looked really cute. We have the bird fountain and also bird feeder. I cannot speak, but what is new here? Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and if you'd like to download it, like I said, the information is in the description down below, and I will see you guys tomorrow for another speed build. Bye, everybody.